I trained to read the language of the gods, dreaming of the day I'd pass through these doors. Now I visit a grave of a mother or father I never knew. A grave desecrated by evil men.
The skies over Lanel were dark with carrion birds, and even living men, for want of food, ate the corpses of the dead. Avram Market lay barren and desolate, a wasteland of decay. The mighty walls that repelled invaders for hundreds of years now crumbled into dust. Here perished the Duke of Tarimon, loyal to King Belias to the bloody end. Here the last of the Medivans clawed through the rubble, struggling to feed their children in the shadow of the temple, desecrated and forlorn. The canals of the city turned red with innocent blood, and in the ruins of the palace ruled a new king and queen. Powerful wards had been cast in every corner of the city, watchful eyes waiting for the return of the summoner and Siwa, rightful heir of Mediva's throne. Joseph and Fleece remained outside the city walls, for even the king and queen failed to anticipate the return of the summoner's powerful friends, Jakar and Rosalind of Iona.
Who dares approach the throne of the Medivan king? Bow before your sovereign and beg for our mercy.
I am Jakar, warrior of the Jade Temple.
And I am Rosalind of the Order of Iona.
Friends of the summoner. And why haven't you brought him to us? Unlike Murad, we are not vain and fearful creatures. We would be more than content to destroy him.
And where is Fleece, Tancred's whore? If she desires her father's throne, why hasn't she come? Does she think Mediva can be won by cowardice?
Mediva? You have destroyed Mediva. There is no kingdom left to bend under the yoke of your tyranny.
There is no kingdom but the kingdom of the dead. As the monarchs of old served Urath, we are disciples of Lahara. In the great library, we uncovered the secrets of the Nuva Sarum.
The exiled one shall rule this world as she rules over the realm of ghosts and phantoms. As the people of Mediva suffer and die, she grows ever stronger. Now Arenia will face her wrath.
The demons have returned to gather their strength. The stone warriors of Akamos, the imps and Salamanca below Sanova, the skeleton knights of the Iona catacombs.
The rings have been destroyed. The demons cannot be stopped, not even by your summoner.
We have come for the scrolls you have stolen from the great library. Return them to us, and we will show you mercy.
There will be no mercy for you, Rosalind of Iona!
And you, Jakar of the Jade Temple, prepare to meet your doom.
A parched desert of cracked earth sprawled around the palace of Ikemos. The very waters that swallowed the priest-king's empire had turned to dust. And Titus, the demon of stone, gathered his warriors to march on the empire of Orenia. Such was the demon's power that rock and stone would move by his will alone. The origin of Joseph's power had been revealed to him. Within the very core of his being, there lay a shard of Urath's soul. And together with the dragons and demons, the god could be reborn. Once he immersed himself in the forge below the temple, Joseph the Sahugani would be no more. He would become a god.
In the twilight of the third Arenogeth, the goddess Lahara carved her brother into 9 pieces. 4 dragons, 4 demons, and 1 summoner. You cannot defeat me, Joseph. Not all your rings combined can match my power. For I am Machiavel, the demon of darkness.
I do not fear you. The Ulsadana has revealed to me the origin of my power.
Indeed, we are rivers from the same source. Urath, god of the Sudani, a god at war with himself, creator and destroyer. But Lahara murdered him, and now we are free.
When I have vanquished you, it will be within my power to bring him back. In the Forge of Urath, the 9 shall become 1, as the Ulsadana has foretold.
And so the enemies of the summoner, Murad, Sornahan, Galleon, and the 4 demons, were at last defeated. Their ambition to storm the kingdom of heaven foiled. Across Orenia, they celebrated the crowning of their new empress. In Wulong, the festival of the dragon lasted a year and a day. In Lanel and all the towns and villages of Medivh, they rebuilt their kingdom from the ruins of the old. The Kosani gave thanks to Vadagar. The coming of the second chaos had been stopped, and demons would torment them no longer. Now you know how Jakar, crowned the new Duke of Tarimun, founded the legendary House of Galadorn. And how Rosalind formed a new order upon the rubble of the Iona Monastery. And how Chifeng crowned her daughter, Siwa, who ruled as the first queen and empress of Medivh and Orenia. And what became of Joseph, the stories never say. Perhaps he returned to working the fields as he had in his youth, or perhaps he ventured out beyond the far horizon of the Qadim for adventures yet untold. And so the enemies of the summoner, Murad, Sornahan, Galleon, and the 4 demons, were at last defeated. Their ambition to storm the kingdom of heaven foiled. Across Orenia, they celebrated the crowning of their new empress. In Wulong, the festival of the dragon lasted a year and a day. In Lanel and all the towns and villages of Medivh, they rebuilt their kingdom from the ruins of the old. The Kosani gave thanks to Vadagar. The coming of the second chaos had been stopped, and demons would torment them no longer. Now you know how Jakar, crowned the new Duke of Tarimun, founded the legendary House of Galadorn. And how Rosalind formed a new order upon the rubble of the Iona Monastery. And how Chifeng crowned her daughter, Siwa, who ruled as the first queen and empress of Medivh and Orenia. And how Akata from Siran became the god Urath, father of the Sudani, and reclaimed his throne among the white spires of heaven.